back to the surf this morning. I think I've officially converted to the wader's life. I don't see myself going back, at least not in the winter. It's not really so much to stay dry, mostly just to stay warm. I think during the summer I could still go back to going to board shorts, but during the winter, it's like 35 degrees when I left the car this morning. So I really need to stay warm out here. But anyways, back out of the surf. So I got one of my favorite lures right here, the Lucky Craft tied on. But I'm actually not going to use the Lucky Craft this morning, at least not at first. I'm going to try a different lure that I'm pretty sure will also work out here. And yeah, never caught a fish on it before. I'll show you guys that later. But first, let's go tie on our new lure, see if we can catch fish. I'd like to take a quick break away from the surf to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Factor. Now, if you're like me, especially during the holiday season, if you're trying to squeeze in that last-minute fishing trip, the last thing that you want to do is head to the store to get all your groceries and have to cook this home-cooked meal. And with Factor, we can eliminate all of that. And luckily with Factor, they offer fresh, never frozen meals. They make it easy to fill up when I'm on the go. They offer a wide variety of different meals to choose from. They offer 34 different meals per week, as well as over 36 add-on options like juices, smoothies, snacks, and many more to keep me going no matter what I have going on. With Factor, you can change up your order every week with as little as 4 meals at as many as 18 meals. And in addition to that, you can pause or reschedule your deliveries anytime. So if this sounds great to you, head to go.factor75.com/diehardfishing60 and use code diehardfishing60 to get 60% off your first Factor box. Once again, head to go.factor75.com/diehardfishing60 and use code diehardfishing60 to get 60% off your first Factor box. Thank you again, Factor, for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's head back out to the surf. Alright, first cast. Well, first cast. I can already see the birds right here chasing it. That bird right there was checking it out. He never dived on it, or never dove on it, but he was definitely looking at it. So right off the bat, that's already a good sign. Seems like it's fishing well, swimming well through the water. Let's see if we can get a fish to hit it. First impressions are it's fishing very similarly to a Lucky Craft. Oh, there it is. Second cast. Second cast fish. Okay, the lure definitely works. That's a nice one. Nice male surf perch. I'm gonna keep a few fish today, so this is gonna be the first one that's going home to the dinner table. Well, 2 casts in, we already got a fish on it. It's a good sign. With any of these kind of plugs, I found that a lot of times those fish will hit right when the waves are pushing back out. It seems like the fish are kind of sitting there face into the current or into the wave, you know, the water's pushing back out, basically waiting for, I would assume, sand crabs to get pushed out by the waves. And then I would think that they're seeing this Lucky Craft or jerkbait, whatever it is. They see that coming into their view and they slam that one as well. There we go. There's another one. Another one. That one feels a little bigger. Again, right in that trough. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one. Come on up. Big one. That was probably my the 5th cast. Gotta really watch out. Any time these plugs are flopping around, there's 3 big treble hooks on that lure, and only one of them is in the fish. So you really gotta watch out for those other 2. They can really do some damage. All right, so far so good. There's fish number 2 on that same lure. Probably about maybe 5 casts in. Already got a couple of really nice perch. That's a good one right there. All right, 5 casts in, 2 fish. Things are looking good for this lure so far. The conditions today are really, really nice though. The water is super clean. We haven't had any big rains lately, so there's not too much junk in the water. The swell's been down for a few days, so everything's really had time to really settle down. And we have another little swell coming in, not tomorrow I think, but the next day. So not sure if the fish can tell that. Maybe they can sense that it's coming. They're starting to feed now and prepare. But whatever the case is, seems like the fishing is good right now. Oh, I just missed one. Dang it. Oh, dang, I missed one. There we go. There's a fish. There's a fish. That's another good perch, it feels like. That was a little bit of a softer bite. Not sure why. Usually when they hit it, it's like a bang. That one was more of like a little casual eat. Another nice one. Another good one. I know the lighting's not great here, but there she is. Man, I really needed these fish during the More Than Fishing tournament. I would have been sitting well right now. I think I got 2 that were at least 14 inches and then maybe a little smaller one, maybe 12, 13 incher, but I think that one's close to 15, 14, 15 inches. I think I got a hit. There we go. Oh, had one. Oh, I missed him. There we go. There's another one. There's another one. Oh, he's swimming sideways in the wave. I think he's a smaller one, but a feisty one. Oh, never mind. That's a good size one too. Wow, all big ones today. There we go. There's another one. That feels like a good one. Going sideways in the wave. It's always a good sign. Oh, I got him. I got him pinned pretty good now. Now he's not able to swim very much. Yeah, another nice fish. I already got plenty to take home for dinner, so this one's gonna get to swim free. But I'll show you real quick. So he's got a little scar on the tail there. But also, if you'll see that a lot of these fish, the females have a little bit of darker coloring on the bottom right here, and they don't always have that. Those are kind of like pre-spawn colors. They're not pregnant yet, but they're starting to spawn, I think, when they have these colors. And yeah, these perch will actually have live birth, if you're not familiar with these surf perch. And so yeah, they spawn out there, and then during the winter months, a lot of times they'll have this darker coloration on the bottom, just a little bit on the females. I don't think the males have it. I think it's just the females. But anyways, I don't want to keep them out of the water for too long. Let's get a quick release here. Get her a quick release, I should say. All right, come back for the next More Than Fishing tournament. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Quick little morning session. It's actually low tide right now, and I need to film part 1 of my next video, which is a little bit of a hint of what's coming next. But anyways, that's for the next video. I wanted to give a little bit of a review on this lure that I was using today. So if you didn't know it already, I was using this guy right here, and it's the Battlestar 115, made by a local guy here in California, or sold by a local guy here in California. I think it's made in China. Yeah, made in China. So here's the box it comes in, Battlestar 115. Definitely, as you saw today, it definitely works for surf perch, and I'm sure it would work for striped bass as well. You know, out here in the surf, And overall, it's very comparable to this guy right here, which is the Lucky Craft Flash Minnow 110. You've seen this in plenty of my videos if you watch the channel. Also a very good lure out here in the surf. Just a couple of quick differences, if you'll notice. You know, right off the bat, you can see the Battlestar right here is slightly bigger. This is a 115, so it's an extra, you know, 5 millimeters longer. I think that's what that means. But it's also a little bit thicker. And yeah, you can see the difference there. It's just slightly bigger than this Lucky Craft, which you would think maybe it's too big for a perch, but I still don't know why. But the perch hit both of these nonetheless. It doesn't matter. You know, they're not intimidated by that extra little bit of girth on this lure, as well as the length. And then also, main difference I noticed is the bill style is different. So if you look at those two bills there, this one is at the very front of the lure on the Battlestar, and this one, you know, is tucked underneath the chin of the bait. Kind of like, I think this is more common with jerk baits and other crankbaits, stuff like that. So a little bit different on this one, and I was wondering if it was going to affect anything. I couldn't tell much of a difference, you know, just using it today, and obviously it didn't affect the effectiveness of the lure. If anything, it helped it. But yeah, this is the Battlestar. Not getting paid to put this in a video or anything. I just wanted to come out and try it out today and see if it was worth the hype. And obviously, it works. There's a bunch of different colors. I just picked this one today because it's the most similar to the other color that I like on the Lucky Craft, which is the metallic sodium. Let me see what color this one is. This is called, and you know what? I'm not really sure exactly what color it is. There's no name on the box, but it's 3/4 ounce, rated to dive 3 to 4 feet, very similar to the Lucky Craft. And then there's the color right there. It's kind of like a natural, like sardine color with pink on the bottom, blue and black on the top. Anyways, very effective color. I like anything shiny. All in all, I think it's a viable option if you're looking to add another lure to your box or fish in the surf. I would definitely check this one out. One thing I will say is I'm pretty sure these hooks would not stand up to a big striped bass. Anything over 30 inches, I'm pretty sure it would destroy these hooks, which is the same thing as the Lucky Craft here, but I always feel like I should say that. So I would hate for you guys to lose a big fish with at least being warned first. So if you're looking for striper, I would recommend switching out the split rings and the hooks on these to something a little bit thicker and a little bit stronger. But regardless, the Battlestar 115 seems to be a viable option to surf. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. But anyways, like I said, I'm off to film part 1 of my next video, which, if history repeats itself, should be exciting. So that's all I'll say for that. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are on this lure, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Later.